Now, time for lazy brunch, and we've got Paloma Faith with us in the kitchen. Do you like cooking?
I love cooking.
Do you?
Yeah.
What sort of things do you cook?
I cook great roasts, tortilla, which is like Spanish omelette. I'm good at.
Yeah.
A good fry up, and I love puddings.
I thought you'd eat exotic food like pheasants and things.
Swan.
I let other people cook
that dish,
those
the
things.
bird inside a bird inside a bird.
Valentine. Yeah.
What's it called?
Valentine.
When are we making that?
Yeah, well, should we do it at Christmas? You've been plaguing me every year. Should we do it at Christmas?
Does anyone ever eat that?
Yeah, I mean, I think people do. Have you ever seen it? Where basically
in my ear, Henry VIII was the last person.
You start with basically a big bird, and then you get smaller and smaller and smaller. So you go from, you know, like a swan down to kind of like, you know, a little baby.
I don't think we're allowed to eat swans. I think the
only the Queen's the only person allowed to eat swans.
But what's the smallest bird in the
Mark
in the
McGowan,
middle?
the artist, he ate a swan once for an art show.
Did he?
Yeah.
Deliberately?
He got into trouble.
Did he get put in prison? Did they throw away the key?
No, but it was brilliant.
All right.
The carcass ended up in my fridge.
Making this with swan stock. Okay, we're gonna make a salmon Kiev. Now everyone's had chicken Kiev, which is basically
on their way.
Yeah, which is basically chicken with garlic butter in the middle and then breadcrumbs around it. So what we've got our salmon, then we've got a seasoned butter, which is going to have garlic, tarragon, lemon, and obviously our butter in there. Yeah. Then, rather than just having breadcrumbs, we've got breadcrumbs with a mixture of polenta as well, so you get a nice colour and texture. And then we've got some egg and we've got some flour. So, Paloma, all you need to do first of all is tip the butter and the garlic
in there.
Into there, yeah. And then, Tim, you could zest that little bit of lemon in there, and I'll pop the tarragon in. And this is just making a seasoned butter. Now, we made one of these the other week, made a sun-brushed tomato butter, and they're just dead simple to do. And what you're looking to do is get a good flavour into the middle of the fish. OK, so you can add whatever flavours you want, but obviously if you're doing something like a Kiev, then you need to make sure you've got garlic in there. Lemon is always kind of nice in there, and I do like tarragon. I think it's a great flavour. So that goes in. And then, do you want me to cut that off? We'll have a bit of juice in there as well. So then we'll have...
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm still getting over the fact you didn't have to wear school uniform.
I think you have to wear school uniform, don't you? I'm a big believer.
No, because it's not a good preparation for life.
What?
You don't wear school uniform in life, so why should you wear it at school?
I like the equality thing. And whizzle that up.
We'll talk about that next week.
And give that a good whiz up.
Here we go.
Whiz, whiz, whiz. Give it a shake. Give it a shake.
Oh, a bit of a shake.
Yeah. Fine, that's cool. And then what we do, then we end up with this beautiful... You take the lid off, then you end up with this lovely kind of green butter that's got all this lovely flavour. And then what we do, wrap it into a cylinder of greaseproof paper, pop it in the fridge, so you've got this lovely flavoured butter. Have a little whiff of that. It smells lovely.
Gorgeous.
Lemon, tarragon, garlic, good flavours. OK, so here's our bit of salmon. So what we want to do with the salmon, we need to make a pocket so we can put the butter in. With the chicken breast, it's dead easy. Cut it, put it in. With this, you can either go down the middle and pack it in there, or what we can do is run a little line down the middle, like that.
Look at that.
See?
How you with knives.
Dangerous.
Yeah, I imagine.
So we do that, and then all we do with it is a little bit of this butter into the middle, and you just force it in. What you need to try and do is make sure that the butter doesn't go too close to the edge, so you can wrap it over, OK? And because it's butter, obviously it's pliable, and then just fold it up, OK? Then, next job for you is, first of all, roll it into the flour.
Great.
And we'll mix our polenta and our breadcrumbs together. Okay, so get a good coating on that. It needs to be coated all the way over. And then go into the... And then just pat off any excess flour.
Not just any old salmon, something for the weekend.
Salmon. Yeah, it is. From mine and Tim's salmon farm that we own together. And then into there. So you can tell you cook. You just have that, you know...
Just get involved.
We should get Paloma involved in one of our businesses, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Which one? The catering for the Olympics?
Or the meatballs.
Fancy turning up and doing that?
When I was on film sets, I used to, like, eat really fast, and I always used to go and help the caterers serve the other actors afterwards.
Perfect. So there you go. She can work in our cafe.
Yeah.
We're opening up an Olympic cafe.
Yeah, we're going to have a little booth.
Why do you to dress like that? We'll all wear little hats. Like that.
I do. I do.
How are you going to fix it on so you have to glue yours on?
I think staples. So then what we do is this goes into a warmish pan, and what we're looking to do now is crisp up the breadcrumbs stroke polenta into there. So you're just looking to get a little bit of colour onto there. So you don't want to burn it, but you want to get some colour into it. Then that then goes into the oven for about 5 to 6 minutes once it's sealed on all sides. So you get it nice and crispy on the outside. Then we finish off the cooking process. And of course, what happens is all of the delicious garlic butter in the middle.
That looks great.
And smell that again.
That does.
One little smell before.
Oh, yes.
So now you've got the fishy smell as well as everything else. OK, so look, so what you get is, as it starts to cook, see, we start to crisp up the outer edge. So what you're looking to do, crisp it up like that, seal it on all sides, then we go into the oven. And then what we're going to do to serve it, just to make it nice and easy, just a few simple potatoes, a little bit of wilted spinach and salmon. It's always a classic combination. And then we get our beautiful piece of salmon. Sits on there like that. And then finally, just another little knob of butter sits on the top like that.
OK,
Nice, simple.
we're going to taste that in just a minute, but now over to Amanda.
Right, now all morning we've been showing you clips from an episode of Fawlty Towers and asking you to guess what year it was first broadcast. We'll give you a couple of clues. Kermit was in the cinema and Susie Quattro was in the charts. The answer is 1979. Tim, I think you were right this
Did I
week.
get that right?
Yeah.
I got it right last week as well. Really. What are we eating?
OK, so food-wise, Amanda, you have got the rather lovely pumpkin fritters with the sweet chilli dip and also the soy dip as well. Matt, you have got the Sicilian chicken, which we liked a lot, which we can kind of play around with, nice flavours in there. Tim, you and I have got the Manly lemon-curd cupcakes. And then, Paloma, you've got the super salmon Kiev. Tuck in, let me know what you think. Go for it.
Have a try of that, please. Eat it and tell us what you think. Helly Copeland, loads of emails for you, Matt. Most of them from women. Will Carling has recently twittered about his baking skills. Have you swapped tips with him? All you rugby players ago. Lawrence Delalio's got a range of sauces as well.
Yeah.
The glory teams from the glory days.
What are you trying to say? How old do you think I am?
But it was that.
No, but again, we've got to look after yourself. That's what rugby players do. They're just normal people like you.
Do you think rugby's changed? Because there was that time where you went from amateurs to pros and you were all around that time. It was really glamorous, wasn't it? Do you think it's changed the sport a bit? Is there many big stars as you lot?
Of course there are. I think what's slightly changed is because there aren't the amateur ethos that it's all rugby, whereas when I was playing, it was about going out and socialising and meeting people from different businesses and cultures and all sorts of different people, as well as playing your rugby on a Tuesday, Thursday night, and the joy of being a professional after being a security guard.
So now it's commercial sponsorship deals they're looking at rather than they're looking for money in their boots.
Yeah, I never had that problem.
Matthew, for you, says Paloma, can the truth also be beautiful? That's deep, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be.
Can it?
But I don't think we should worry which one's which, just to let them all happen.
Adam Skates says, who are your biggest musical influences? Who are they? Because obviously you take a lot from the past, do you?
Probably like Billie Holiday, Edith Piaf, Josephine Baker.
All old school.
I don't think I'd know any of them. Sorry, I will have to go on iTunes and now find them out. Obviously.
Matt, Laura says, is your book inspired for cooking for one or along the lines of cooking for guests?
One of those lonely nights.
Just the one ticket, please.
Not anymore.
How many were up to 39?
There's a bit of both. Sometimes you'll be looking at a cookbook because you're obviously on your own a lot.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, dinner parties as well, though. I like the dinner party.
Yeah?
I want to come round for a dinner party.
OK. And just very quickly, David in Belgium says, who would you choose at scrum half for all-time World 50? Oh, that's too much.
Too much.
So who's the best rugby player of all time?
Thanks for that question. On a real high at the end of the show, everyone's really interested. Probably Dan Carter at the moment. There you go.
That's it for this week. Thanks to Paloma and for Matt for dropping in. Joining us next week, our friend C6 Steve's back. Brilliant. He'll be popping in. So enjoy your weekend and we'll see you all next week. Thanks a lot. What's it like? Was it nice?
Yeah, really nice.